What's going on, guys? Alex here with 814 EDC, and today I have a couple quick unboxings slash unpackagings to do for you guys. We're starting off this week strong. You guys are going to see this on Monday. I'm unboxing them on Monday. And actually one of these is a new knife to me. I haven't bought a knife in quite a while. Actually, the last knife that I bought is the unboxing knife. It is the Ty Douglas from Astro Knife Co. But it was more of like a pre-order because I sent Justin over at Astro Knife Co. the money. It was probably like 2 months before, and then whenever he got these in, he sent me one. And then the one before that I bought was the Fox Knives Fractus, which I think I bought that back in like the beginning of May, or not May, beginning of March. And that was obviously a pre-order. They're not in yet. They're coming in soon. But yeah, so it's really exciting to finally buy a knife. I've been kind of laying low with my knife purchases, just trying to be smart with the money and things like that. But BladeHQ had a Father's Day sale, and this is a knife that I've been looking at for probably at least been a year. Kevin over at Lefty EDC, excuse me, had one of these in, and I really was like, I was very, very close to buying one, when they first came out. It's a BladeHQ exclusive. You guys will see from, the title and thumbnail. It is a Jesper Fox Knives design. And like I said, they went on sale, and this one was just too good of a price to pass up for what the knife was. So I bought that. And then this is coming in via the Lefty passaround group from JD for EDC, which I will leave a link to down below. Let's open up my package. I don't know why. This is a pretty big box from BladeHQ. I'm not really sure why they use that. But yeah, it's been like, I don't know, like at least a week since I've, posted and seen you guys, or you've seen me, I guess. My wife and I finally moved into our new apartment. We moved in the middle of last week. So we moved in on Wednesday. And then we went home for the weekend for Father's Day, everything like that. So it's been very busy. We're still moving in, got boxes, everything like that. So this is currently in our living room. I'm going to try to get set up in our guest bedroom. That'll be like my little quote unquote studio. I want to get a better desk than what I was using before. It was just some little fragile kind of, glass top desk that wasn't the best. So I definitely am going to be on the lookout for something more substantial that I can, kind of spread my stuff out and just have more of a, my own little space, if that makes sense to you guys. But got a BladeHQ sticker. Got a patch, which I thought this was a Ranger eye patch, but this is definitely a little bit bigger than what, a typical Ranger eye is. And then here is the knife. Make sure there's nothing else going on. So this is a Fox knife, and this is, I think, the first variation of a Fox knife that I've ever handled before. Fox Knives. We make it sharp. And just some info there. On the side here, it's a Fox F8. So this is the Chilin F8. If I didn't say that already. Stainless steel M398. PVD stonewashed blade carbon fiber handle. It's kind of running together right there, but so this is the Chilin F8, which is a Jesper Fox Knives design, made by Fox Knives, and is exclusive through BladeHQ. And like I said, Kevin over at Lefty EDC had one of these. It's been at least a year. This knife is not new. You guys have all probably, seen it before, but the carbon fiber version that I got here was on sale for like it was $130 or $129.99, so $130, and it originally went for like around $200. So I thought it was a fantastic deal. That one and the blue aluminum with the N690 version was also on a pretty steep discount. The rest of them were not. They also make two titanium versions, a couple micarta versions, and I think there was like 2 G10 versions that were sold out. But you get a little Fox soft shell taco shell in there, then just some paperwork that I'm not going to read. Comes wrapped up in a sort of a canvas pouch, and here is the knife. Make sure there's nothing else in there. Toss that to the side. Ooh, I'm really liking, I'm not a huge carbon fiber guy, but when carbon fiber is done right and it catches my eye, I like really, really enjoy it. So you guys can see right there, just that weave carbon. There's the Fox logo sticking right there. A backspacer, which the backspacer already reminds me of my Urban EDC Supply F5.5, which was a Vox design. So it seems like he does a lot of backspacers like this. Loop over style deep carry wire clip, which is ambidextrous, lefty or righty. It has a little protector under there. And then right there you guys can see Vox. This is made in Maniago, Italy, and then M398 right there. Just a beautiful blade shape. It's a leaf style blade. Very, very reminiscent of the Vosti Nightshade, which I had in before, and I really, really like that knife. So this is just more of like a premium version. Liner lock right there. Super comfortable ergos, just with that almost like banana shape on the knife. You have real thin right there, then it gets fatter through there. But very, very comfortable. You have jimping right out here on the top with a nice, I was gonna say crown spine, but it's not crowned. But you do have a nice flat area up here, even if you're choked back or choked the whole way up. No blade play. Ooh, nice snappy detent. Obviously just came out of the package, so you need to oil it up, loosen it up. A nice stout detent. Try the reverse flick. Flies right out of there. Just a very, I mean, I think this the lines in this knife are just so clean. I couldn't tell you how many times I would get on, BladeHQ and just look at it, like the listing, and just, just take it all in, or I would watch Kevin's videos on Instagram or YouTube. But just a beautiful knife. Very, very comfortable. Like I said, very ergonomic. The carbon fiber has a nice amount of contouring to it. Has a really nice finish to it. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the wire clip, or maybe I'll try to toss. I know you can throw like the Giant Mouse wire clip, like replacement clips on there, but I'm not sure which I'll keep. Yeah, once this thing gets broken in and just, gets really dialed, just feels a little dry right now. Kind of a little gritty, but I mean, fantastic detent, drops great. N398 is not something I'm very familiar with. I know they've used it on here. I know Microtech uses it on like their MSI folders and some of their other newer folders. And I've seen other people talk about how, the HRC is probably a little bit lower on M398 from this run, than what it should be. But I'm not a huge hard use guy with my knives. I just do typical EDC things with it. So I think that'll be okay with me. But yeah, this is my new Fox Chilin F8. I can't wait to get it in the collection and carry it around, and to get this action dialed in nice and smooth like so. Jump over here to the second package, and like I said, this is coming in via JD for EDC, which I will leave a link to his channel down below. And this is part of the Lefty passaround group. Have a Rosecraft blades. That is one of their newer slip joints. I just had the what's this one? This is the Nolichucky jack. I think I just had it was the one with the double blades on it. I forget the name of it, if I'm being completely honest. Last couple of weeks have been very, very busy, so I apologize about that. But got a JD for EDC sticker right there. Another JD for EDC sticker. And then the second knife is a real steel knife, which I have not had a real steel knife in for quite some time. I think the last one I had was the G-frame, which was an Ulstab Hell design coming in from White Mountain Knives. It was an exclusive from them, and I got that knife for Christmas 2 or 3 years ago. I ended up selling it to put it towards other stuff. Probably should have kept it just because it was a Christmas present, but I really like the knife. So this is the Pathfinder, so black G10 with black wash blade. Some information right there. So this comes out like that. Have some paperwork right here. Have some foam, and then have the knife wrapped up in a microfiber. And this thing is a large knife. Definitely was not, I didn't really know much about it. I just knew it was a crossbar lock knife coming from real steel. But black G10 right there, you guys can see the crossbar lock. Backspacer goes about like 90% of the way. You do have a reversible Loop over solid deep carry clip that goes mounted from the back, which is really nice and cool. I always like clips like that. Pops right out of there. This is an Ivan D. Bragnitz design, who has made some other stuff for Real Steel, like the Knife Nuts podcast and stuff like that. There's his logo. And it's coming in at 14C28N. No blade play. Super comfortable knife. A little bit bigger. I mean, I feel like the blade to handle ratio looks a little bit off, just first impressions, but we'll see how the drop is. Yeah. I mean, I haven't pulled back the whole way, and I don't know if this is on. This actually might be a bearing knife. There's a little thing going on right here. I don't know. I guess it's just kind of this little thing's talking about all the different locks I have, but I mean, it definitely does that. If you give some wrist to it. I will say, not a fan of the thumb studs right out of the bat. They are just entirely too small. I mean, if you were trying to go fast with them, but I feel like there should have been more of a scalloped cutout right there. But I mean, it fires out. The D10 is pretty solid for a crossbar lock knife, and it does drop pretty smoothly. And I just tried the middle finger flick, and yeah, middle finger flick's not really working too well. I can get underneath it, but I just lose steam coming out of there, so this is definitely a thumb flick knife. And honestly, it's a little bit big because I'm having a trouble like sticking it in the palm of your hand like you typically do with crossbar lock knives and dropping it. And yeah, so not the best first impressions, I must say. Comfortable in hand, obviously a bigger knife, decent materials. I'm sure this is like 70, 80 bucks. But that is the Pathfinder from Real Steel. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Nolichucky jack from Rosecraft Blades right there. Don't have too much information on this. I just saw it was in the, you know, these two were packaged together, and I figured, you know what, I'd like to try them out. I would like, you know, I wanted to see some of Rosecraft's newer models, specifically single bladed models, because I wasn't a huge fan of the previous model from them. But yeah, I'm liking this one a lot better. So you guys can see, has some sort of wooden inlay with a finish on there with a shield. Rosecraft right there. Of course, it's in D2 steel. It's almost like a I wouldn't call this a Barlow blade, but it's very reminiscent of that sort of style. I really like it. Feels good in the hand, and it's nice and thinner, which a big thing about the previous one was had two blades, very thick, not very comfortable in the hand. This definitely is. Nice belly right here, comes down to a pretty thin edge, thin blade stock. Overall, I like this one a lot better. I'll have to do some research and information searching for what this specific type of material is. Comes there to a half stop. Not the, you know, I've told you guys this before, and this could just be me being, you know, a wuss or whatever. I'm just not a huge fan of using nail necks. I really like to have enough space on the blade itself to pull it up out, but here you have to use your nail. Luckily, I just I cut my nails a couple days ago, so they're not long. But sometimes when you're using nail necks, like it just feels like my fingernail is gonna get ripped off, and I'm not a huge fan of that. So that'll be a little bit of a, you know, of a issue for me to overcome. But overall, very comfortable in hand, very thin. Feels like a decent value for, I'm sure, 50, 60, 65, 70 bucks, whatever it may be. And that is the Nolichucky jack from Rosecraft Blades. So that was a pretty awesome unboxing. I'm definitely going to enjoy the Chilin F8 in my collection. Can't wait to get it broken in, and I think it's a great value for what the price I paid for it. And then of course you have the Pathfinder from Real Steel, a knife that I think I'm gonna warm up to, but for now, a little bit on the fence about it. And then of course the Nolichucky jack from Rosecraft Blades. Both of those coming in via Lefty EDC pass, or the Lefty passaround group, and then of course the Fox purchased myself from BladeHQ. I will try to leave links to. I'll definitely leave a link to JD for EDC and his YouTube page down below. Can you guys tell it's been a little bit of time since I've been in front of the camera? I definitely can. But yeah, I'll leave links whenever we do full reviews of these. And yeah, drop a comment down below. Have you guys picked up any of these Pacific knives? Do you have any, do you have a Chilin in your collection? Do you have any interest in the Pathfinder? Or do you have any interest in the Nolichucky jack? So, but I'm gonna wrap this up now. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, day, night, whenever you're watching this. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.